90 Day Fiance, shall we? I've got a clip here from this week's episode.
You and I never dug into that show.
We haven't dug into 90 Day Fiance yet, but there's a show called 90 Day Diaries, or a YouTube channel called 90 Day Diaries, where it takes clips from 90 Day Fiance and shows you kind of what happened. There's this guy named Tom on 90 Day Fiance, and he has a woman who's clearly been Botoxed to shit in some Eastern European country.
Okay.
And he's fallen in love with her. The whole premise of 90 Day Fiance is these guys find a woman online, typically. They're not from the country these guys live in. These guys bring them to their country, and they have 90 days to get engaged and married to them so that they can extend their visa and stay in the country.
And the guys are usually out kicking their coverage on these women, right?
Oh, big time. So, like, the what do they call it? The exchange rate in these countries on women is remarkable. So we've looked into Russ and Paula. And Paula is this just, you can tell she loves a good dickin'. She's a model. She's hot. She knows she's hot. She shakes it around. Coochie, coochie, coochie. And
that's her... what do you call it? Her resume, actually.
Yeah. And Russ is a very conservative dude. But he was able to land this Colombian hottie because in Colombia, it's like, oh, I could either go with this Oklahoma or I could get my head perhaps chopped off along with my clit by a cartel. So Paola chose the Oklahoma, and they got married, and they've made it work. And I guess they've had a kid. I think we looked that up. They had a kid
I actually started following her on Instagram, too, because of you.
Does she still think her tits are great?
Yeah, a lot of different hair colors. She's one of those girls.
So this guy, Tom, has really fallen in love with retarded Minnie Driver. You're going to see her face and you're going to go, oh my God, it's Botox retarded Minnie Driver. He's fallen in love with her to the point where he's going to propose. What's the funniest kind of wedding proposal?
The funniest?
What's the funniest? And chat, you're welcome on this too.
Boy.
What's the funniest kind of wedding proposal?
One that doesn't work out?
One where the woman says no.
Right.
It's a lot of fun. Because the guy he's shaking, he's nervous. You don't ask a woman to marry you unless you're sure you're getting a yes.
Yeah, you weren't. I was trying to think, you weren't shaky at all when you asked me.
That's because we already pretty much, we were ready to go, and you just got to pick the right time to ask.
Oh, it's so sweet. You knew.
Don't make this gay. But
I'm so gay.
This guy decides to ask retarded Minnie Driver, and retarded Minnie Driver says, actually, I'm thinking about going back to my Eastern European shithole rather than marry you.
Oh, no.
Let's watch poor Tom. From 90 Day Fiance.
The face already. I can see the lips you're talking about.
Dude, this guy is... And this guy's cringe, by the way.
I got some champagne.
Ew.
Your favorite?
Mm-hmm.
No, it didn't do a pop.
No.
How didn't it pop?
He had his hand over it. He stopped the pop.
That's the most fun part.
If you let it out slowly... You can get no pop and put your hand over it. You can kind of absorb that.
Wow.
That shot.
Oh, look at the swans. The two white ones. How cute.
I planned them to come on cue.
Cheers.
So
I don't like him.
So old dress shoes without socks here and no tie and button down. He's trying to be Mr. Romance. He's got the champagne. And, she's kind of enjoying herself.
Do you know what he screams to me?
What's that?
As a woman, like if I were in her shoes, he screams try hard. Like he's trying too hard.
Scruffy D and Jay Prizzle both accusing him of being a rapist. Scruffy D says he's very rapey. Jay Prizzle says serial rapist.
Yeah, it's not even his clothes. It's his face and how he's talking. He seems a bit rapey.
I think try hard was what I was going to go with too. He's coming off as pretty like...
I used to have like a best guy friend that always tried to court me. It makes me sound so old, but like he tried to go out with me all the time, and I would always like make it clear, like, no.
Did he take you to the sock hop?
Sock hop?
In his Edsel? These are all old terms.
I hate myself immediately for using that term, but no, it's so uncomfortable when you can tell a guy's just doing too much. Like he's got to get you like flowers all the time for no reason, but like make it apparent that he's doing these things.
People are being so mean to him. Victor says this was over when the woman responded to the champagne as, "Ooh, your favorite." She's ungrateful.
Right, and she's trying to like deflect to the swans, like, "Oh, look at the cute swans."
Swans are beautiful. Thor's Fat says he definitely has a murder room. Let's check it out.
You look nice.
You look gorgeous.
She is so nervous because she knows something big's coming that she doesn't want. Like, I feel like she smells what he's going to do, and she's just in her head right now going, don't.
That's exactly how it is.
She feels like socially raped at the moment.
Like, every time this guy leans in to kiss her, she's like, Like, inside, no, I don't want that.
And, like, this guy definitely has that, yeah, but there's something missing vibe about him.
Okay, but this is where the woman fucks up, and I've been in this position before, too. You need to be extra clear, then, that you don't like this guy.
Right.
Right?
Here's the problem. They're both in that missing something category. They're both, like, a criteria away from hot. Like, they both have some building blocks of attractiveness
Hers
to
is
them.
her face, for sure. Right?
The thing she's missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like her legs are good, her
She's
body's
great,
okay. Yeah.
otherwise.
And then that face is all carved as shit with hot knives. And then he's got some, like, you're like, yeah, it's put together, it's all right. But then you're like, yeah, but you look like somebody who's like the assistant minister at a non-denominational church. Like,
His is
you
also
look
his
like
face.
the cool counselor who plays guitar at the church retreat. There's something fucked up about you that ain't making sense. So you're all like 80% uploaded to hot. But something happened at the end.
Right.
But he thinks he's out kicking his coverage. The problem I have with her is she thinks she can do way better. I think this is about her range.
I would agree, but a lot of times when you've got that awkward, try-hard personality, and it is awkward, that is off-putting as fuck. Ew.
I love you, Lena. I do love you. I have from the moment I set eyes on you.
Okay, another really uncomfortable thing. The two I love yous and no response other than a nod.
In her face, too. Like, she's like,
Like, watch this. April, I love you.
I love you, too.
Shut the fuck up! That's how you have a normal relationship.
And then I go cry for a while.
These two are not normal. I know.
I miss you so much.
I love you.
Ew.
I know. I love you. I know.
Dude, I've been in her shoes before. Not to like a proposal point, but I've seen this before. It's not good.
But, you know, again, women need to be like, you need to be mean because guys won't get it unless you're up front.
That's the lesson most women learn, like when they're young, you know, like end of high school, in your college years, you got to learn how to be like, a little bit more rude to a guy if he's not getting the hint. Otherwise, this happens.
I miss you so much when you're not here. You're the kindest, sweetest, wonderful person I've ever met.
Too much. Too much. Too much.
And I love you with all my heart.
Oh, no, don't. Buddy,
And I don't want to live without you.
Bud, there's time to back away. There's time to get out. Don't do this to yourself. She's staring dead at you, figuring out how she's going to get out of this. Why did you agree to the blanket champagne, lady?
I don't even think... I'm trying to think of like, so there's kind of two proposals here, like one from you and then the next day you had the kids do it too because you wanted them to be part of it. You didn't even do any of this shit. You asked, it was in bed upstairs, you asked me to close my eyes.
I went here.
And basically like you just put it on my finger and you're like,
Proposals.
will you marry me?
Look, proposals are gay. Remember
If
I
anything,
said that.
when we went to Vegas the first time and you asked me ringless by the Bellagio fountains at night, that was a
All
little
right,
more.
we're not doing this. You're taking
He's
this.
going too far.
You're taking this segment and you're making it about like you want to tell your stories.
No,
about-
I'm saying
No,
that
I'm
in
not
real life,
telling my
it's
stories.
not like this.
And I got you something.
Oh no. She knows. Look at drink. Here comes a big nervous drink. Oh no, you don't want to take a nervous drink when she knows.
This.
Oh, look at his hand. He's
I like
shaking.
that. He's shaking, but he still could do the one-handed open.
It's a this, though. He looks like Yoda trying to reach out to Luke.
I got you something.
Oh, my God.
I adore you. And I want you to be my wife.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
She's so weird.
You dead-eyed Russian bitch.
She is being weird, though. She's so quiet.
You cold commie cunt. Oh, just say something.
If I may, most women in her position, if she wanted to say no, she'd be crying because she feels bad already. And she's just kind of sitting there.
You filthy, terrible, borscht-eating bitch.
Uh-oh.
No.
Oh, there she's crying.
I can't take that right now.
That's what she says to him when he wants to have sex.
That's when you pull your dick out and hit her in the face with it. Can you take this right now? Why not?
Oh, no.
The tank engine. And that's when Thomas walked into that pond and never came out.
Okay.
That's when Thomas didn't have any friends.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, is that guy... can you guys feel the feeling that he has in his chest and stomach right now? Do you have that feeling?
Yeah, I do.
That I tried out for the team and I swear I thought I made it. My name's not on any of the lists. So I keep reading the papers 3 or 4 times to see if I missed my name on one of the teams.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is.
And now you're like, what am I going to do with my summer? All my friends made the team and not me. Oh, no.
I feel a little bad. Like, after learning lessons, I've learned that she's just, like, she let him get to this point, though.
Yes.
He should have never been allowed to get to the point where he thought he could propose to her.
He goes, it's okay. Ryobi writes, no, bro, it's not okay.
It's not.
Oh.
And this is on TV, too, so she really shouldn't have
allowed
allowed
this. And now
this.
you're both being broadcast on TV. This is how you know they're both dead inside and acting.
That's what I think of her, because she sat through that extra quiet.
Oof. Can you give me a hug? This is such a woman thing. I just ripped your heart out of your asshole. Can you come give me a hug? Oh, this is uncomfortable. What a weird, what an awkward fucking arm hug they just did. Oh, these two should not. This makes Russ and Paula look like the Belle and the Beast. Meant to be together.
Yes, Beauty and the Beast, for sure.
Okay.
Dude.
Now this is like an episode of The Office.
I know that. Yes.
This is an episode. This is David Brent being interviewed after something. He's like, well, I think it went very well. And I think there's things we can build on. You see, it's all about building blocks.
I don't really have words to explain how
Oh,
I feel.
no. How do you not just feel terrible for this rapey idiot?
You know, now I understand why he was trying to pick her, though, because her upper lip makes up for the one that he's missing.
Oh, that's true. You know what? He needs someone to complete his lips.
Hers is huge and he has none.
His little bird top lip. He holds up his hands and he goes, I think I dealt with the problem, and they're dripping with blood. I think I've quieted the voices that are telling me I'm a loser and I'll never amount to anything.
Dude.
Where I'm going, I'll get my own uniform.
He might be cringy and douchey and all that, but I really do feel bad that he was allowed to think that they were at that spot or something.
Nobody who hasn't hurt anyone deserves to be in that spot.
Right. Like, that woman should have never given him any kind of notion that they were at this level together.
Jay Prizzle has no such sympathy. He writes, nice pocket handkerchief, douchebag.
Dude, he also had like the most expensive shoes in the world on. He had like red bottoms on. Nobody buys those.
What a mean shit thing to say after someone just got rejected. It's just nice pocket handkerchief, asshole, douchebag. And by the way, could we stop waxing our chest? It's creepy.
I was just going to say, you look like a Ken doll. There's not a shred of hair there.
Dude, stop it. Grooming is fine, but fuck.
Numb. I feel like I made a mistake.
What would...
Really?
Don't be so hard on yourself.
I feel foolish.
Don't worry. As foolish as you feel, you have no idea how foolish you look.
I feel hurt.
But at least I can feel something, unlike her face.
For asking, because I love Mariah, so that's not changed. It's not a no, is it?
It's not.
Oh, it's not.
Oh,
it's
he's doing
not,
that thing.
No.
He's doing that thing where he's like, no, it's not that she doesn't love me. She's just not quite where I'm at yet.
It's not no, she just said.
God.
Oh, this poor fuck.
He did that to himself, though.
It's a nice ring, though.
It's a nice ring, though.
Are your shoes supposed to be all torn up like that?
So those are like $2,000 shoes, and he's wearing them till the fucking heel falls
I was
off.
going to say, like, that's not good.
That happens.
Save it for a rainy day.
I was caught in a rug too much at a wedding.
You could
A wedding that I now won't have.
You could probably put your non-torn up shoes on for the TV show.
Yeah, I mean, please.
Come on, dude.
Hey, or just take it back and buy myself a car.
Okay, I like him.
She's saying no, just save it.
He's like, I'll take it back and buy myself a car. I like this guy.
Take it back and buy myself a car.
So she does want to marry the fucking guy.
Then what's her deal?
You know, she was probably raped by Russian soldiers as a kid and is trying to get over that.
This
as you do.
This stat boy guy says that this is not his first girl on the show. His ex has her own show on TLC.
Darcy has her. Okay, so see now, to the stat boy might be new to the show. We've never really dove in to 90 Day Fiance. I knew about Russ and Paula from Opie and Anthony, and that's all I've ever known of the show. And the chick who farts in the jars.
Oh, that one.
That's about it. But here, Darcy, 90 Day Fiance, Tom. All right. We got Darcy spends an emotional first night with English boyfriend. Oh, no.
Tom and Darcy are 100% done and dusted.
Tom shows up at Darcy's house. Oh,
please.
no.
Can we please watch one of them?
Tom writes Darcy a letter and wants to hand deliver it to her in person. This could be fun.
Do you see what I mean, though? He really does try too hard for women that don't want him.
Darcy and Stacey have like 3 seasons now. All right, to the people who may not be, for people like us, we want to show our audience 90 Day Fiance, but we're not familiar with it. Guys, those of you who know, what's good Tom and Darcy stuff? Is the letter good? The emotion. The letter is 1 minute 30 seconds. Tom's gift to Darcy. 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days.
Raz is saying she's still married to someone else.
They're saying Darcy is insane. Well, then those two should have worked out. Darcy freshens up at the airport bathroom. All right, I'm opening that one. Tom struggles with Darcy's long distance needs.
These are bad.
Tom and Darcy are done.
She kind of looks like Stifler's mom, but more of a problem.
Okay, I've got 4 clips of these two. Let's check it out. They're all short. This is Darcy. She looks nuts.
Nobody has that much luggage.
Yeah, she's insane.
Half of that's makeup.
And this is all designer too.
Yep.
Fuck. Don't spend more on your luggage than you're going to put in. Oh wait, no, that would be every piece of luggage. No, don't spend more on your luggage than you put in it.
No, I've bought our luggage for cheap at TJ Maxx because we went to Macy's and saw how much a normal one costs, and it's a no thank you.
And like Macy's is not even like, that's not expensive suitcases.
That's not high end.
That's just normal suitcases.
And yeah, we said no.
Told me that he was.
This about this Tom. He thinks too much.
He does. He tries to think things all the way through.
There so somebody can take a shit. There's a guy who's been flying for 6 hours right now and holding his shit the entire time. And oh wait, she's in the women's bathroom. There's a fat lady who's been flying for 6 hours and needs to take a hot, steamy dump, and you're in there rubbing your tits with lotion.
Can we not forget, too, that you've got your entire luggage and your clothes on a bathroom floor?
Ugh. Girl, he's trying to fuck better than her.
This one's an extra amount of work.
This guy really ends up with...
She is name brand everything. She's got Fendi in there.
How much credit card? She took up an airport bathroom for 45 minutes. You better have taken a deep diarrhea shit in there.
She made that poor little old guy waits with all her luggage.
I know, that poor little British guy is just sitting there. All right, can we go now?
She's like, I'll be right back. And he could have gotten dinner or something.
Yeah, that guy literally could have sat down, had a drink and some food in that time. All right, we got to do a little catch up here, and then we'll catch up with Tom and Darcy. April and I are going to be slowly introduced by our audience to 90 Day Fiance. We're going to get caught up.
Seems that way.
With the 19 seasons they've had. Midland Armory in Foley, midlandarmory.com. Of course, Midland Armory with a great selection of firearms, tactical gear, suppressors, NFA, knives, optics, and so much more. The link to their website will be coming up in the chat in just a second. You also get a daily discount code when you use the promo code SteelToe in all caps. That's at Midland Armory in Foley. midlandarmory.com. That's midlandarmory.com for all your firearm needs. Doesn't matter where you live. Order, they'll deliver it to your door. Or if it's a firearm, they'll deliver it to an FFL dealer near you, and you can pick it up. That's Midland Armory in Foley. Sartell Family Medicine, sartellfamilymedicine.com. Our friends at Sartell Family Medicine for just $90 a month. No copays, no deductibles. You get your own doctor, 24/7 access to that doctor, video conferences, teleconference, live appointments. And for that $90 a month, all your appointments are included. Again, no copays, no deductibles. The only thing you pay for, outside labs and prescriptions. That's it. Sartell Family Medicine, sartellfamilymedicine.com. You know when you need like an urgent care appointment, you use your insurance and it still costs you like $280? That's what Sartell Family Medicine is perfect for. That $90 a month. You don't have to pay that big deductible, that big copay. You just get to go and find out what's wrong with you. That's it. Let's continue on with 90 Day Fiance, the Tom and Darcy Chronicles. It's what we're kind of looking at today. What's this one? Tom struggles with Darcy's long distance needs. Remember, this is the guy we were watching who proposed to the, numb face lady earlier. And now I guess this lady has her own show on TLC now. There's all kinds of 90 Day Fiance spinoffs.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, Tom was like, did Tom go through a flock of seagulls phase before he went with the hairstyle that he's doing now?
Oh, ew.
Good to see you. You look great. Oh,
What a douchebag.
He's trying to go for that I'm so sexy.
He's trying to go for a
serious look.
smoky, dark, British, handsome man.
I'm mysterious.
Ugh.
There they are. Sexy. Still got it. What's been going on? Been busy.
Yeah.
Missed your voice. I
Ew.
haven't really heard much from you.
Just busy.
Yeah, right. Well, me too. Been busy.
Oh, boy. You know what that is? That's a girl trying to conceal the crazy.
Why?
I want to talk to you all the time, constantly, every second of every day. That's that trying not to sound desperate when you're desperate sound. Yeah, me too. I've been busy all the time, just doing all kinds of things, not looking at your picture and wondering if you're fucking someone else.
But also when you call each other finally and okay, so if you haven't been talking to each other, you should theoretically have a lot to talk about, correct?
Yeah.
And if all you can say is, oh, I've been busy, and then followed by long, awkward pauses, hang it up.
Guess what it is? You guys don't like each other that much. That's all.
In fairness, it hasn't been great, has it? This long distance thing, it kind of just doesn't fit somehow.
For you,
I've been sticking me dick in a lot of couch cushions and cold fruit. Just wanted to let you know that it's hadn't been difficult, hadn't been easy. And if women fancied me and wanted to fuck me, I think this would be a lot harder for me.
No, maybe I'm from a different mindset. Like, if you love somebody, you'll do whatever it takes to be with that person. I mean, I would like to have more time with you, more communication, but I feel like you don't.
I'm sorry, what were you saying? There's a football game on, and I wasn't able to hear you all the way because Manchester United is kicking Perm's ass. I don't know, fucking soccer team.
Wow.
I think that communication is key, and I respect you.
But I feel as though you don't. That's the problem. I feel when I say to you, I'm in a business meeting, I'll call you later, and then I get 1,500 text messages. that's not you respecting.
She's nuts. I knew it. She's nuts.
Ooh, look at that face, too.
She's crazy. That's what it is. This is a problem that men and women will have until the end of time. It's that old meme of, I bet you he's thinking about other girls. And then the guy's going like in my case, it would be, I wonder if the Vikings are going to sign that offensive guard from Cleveland. And we just look off in the distance and we're forlorn. And women can only think like women. See, relationships between men and women are the opening scene of Inglourious Bastards.
There should be a misogyny thing that blinks on
Yeah,
the screen.
we should. We could put that up. We could have a blinking misogyny light.
A warning.
Men are like the Jew hunter. Women are like Mr. Lapetite. Whereas, or German soldiers. Women can only think like women. Men have been around women long enough that we can think like the both of us. And so we're like the Jew hunter. This guy goes, look, if I'm in a business meeting, you don't need to send me 1,500 text messages. I'm in a business meeting. But we know we're going to get the 1,500 text messages because we know you're thinking, what if he's cheating on me? What if he's texting someone else? What if he's doing this? What if we're doing that? And then you project that onto us and we have to defend ourselves from it when what we're doing is like, no, bitch, I told you I was in a business meeting. That's it. He has to deal with this all the time. And all she has to deal with is the problems she creates in her own dumb fucking head.
You know why some women, though, continue to be this way and believe that they're right? Because they'll watch things like Divorce Court where a wife brings her husband in there and says the exact same thing, like, you never answer my calls, you never answer my text messages, I think you're cheating on me, and he was.
Do you think it could be because the chick's a little bit high maintenance?
Oh, yeah, of course. They're all crazy.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yes, 1,500 text messages.
It's like women do this thing where they get ideas in their head and then they make you answer for the ideas they've come up with. It's like, I thought of this thing. Is this what you're doing? It's like,
it's as realistic as having a dream that your man cheated on you or something and getting upset with him over it.
Men are a bar of soap. And women are a person who think that squeezing the bar of soap as tight as you can gives you a better grip. That's relationships.
I love it.
Men just sit there. Look, men just sit there. We're a bar of soap.
Okay.
But if you go, we're going to go, whoop, and you're going to go, why does the bar of soap keep leaving me? It can't be the amount you're squeezing, you crazy bitch.
You really, like, I can see the passion in your eyes right now.
Even women in the chat are going, oh my God, you're right.
I'm not saying you're wrong either, but you just, like, if somebody else didn't know you, you scream of, like, this is my personal experience and I hate you all.
I've watched them. I've studied your kind for years and years. You have to remember, I don't like you people. So I watch you. I watch you the way a gazelle watches how lions behave and their behavior patterns. I have to stay a step ahead of my predators so that I can elude them. And women are the masters of think it into existence. Oh, if he doesn't call me every second, and gals, can I tell you what the kiss of death for a relationship is? Don't you ever in a million fucking years ask a man why he hasn't called you or why he hasn't texted you, because he should be legally allowed to club you in the fucking nose for doing that. Don't do that. It's annoying. It comes with an insinuation. We all have the commonality of the English language. When you ask us why, that implies that there's a reason. 99 times out of 100, there's no fucking reason. Why didn't you call me? I was here and my phone was literally over there. That's why. Sorry.
I'm not allowed to behave these ways, of course, so I'm not this.
I'm not
taking this personally.
I don't put up with that shit.
I'm afraid for every other person who's ever wronged you.
Let me give guys some guys some great advice here. Stand up for that shit, even if you sound like an asshole. If she goes, cut it off as soon as you can. And by the way, women are allowed to talk this way about men, but we're evil and terrible if we talk this way about women. Women are allowed to say things like, oh yeah, girl, don't take that shit. Oh yeah, girl, stand up for yourself. All right, cool.
No, I've had a friend that used to talk to me like that about a guy, and that friend is no longer a friend.
But men get to do that too. If a woman goes, why didn't you call me all day? If you fucking get on the why you didn't call me shit, I'm going to fucking leave you. I'm just telling you right now, you're out the fucking door if I have to deal with that. Because you know what's going to make damn sure that guy calls you less? Is if he knows every time he calls you, the conversation starts with an accusatory question. He's going to want to fucking brain you for doing that, but he can't. He can't hit you for doing that. So he's just going to kick your ass to the curb or go fuck your best friend.
You're right, though. Girls are like...
Of course I am.
Some girls are like professional gaslighters to other girls, like your friends and stuff like that.
Or everybody.
Like you could go to, let's say, like if I had a best girlfriend and I could go to her with like a very small complaint of something maybe that a guy I was with did. And she will gaslight the fuck out of me into being like, he's doing this, you shouldn't take that, and all this stuff. And she'll get to a point where she's lying about him.
But here's what you girls don't understand.
It's gross.
You do that to every guy you're with, and you don't notice. You notice when other people do it, but then a guy goes, keep going. Like, I feel like a lot of relationships are men going, yes, and then the woman going, oh, but I never do that. Fuck. God damn it. We were that close to having a breakthrough. Like I said, men are the Jew hunter. Women are Pierre Lapetite. And the man named Truth, we talked about this, I think, earlier today. No, you and I think, talked about this. And then they cry. And then they cry. And then you can't win anymore. Women's ultimate tap out is the cry. Ugh. But do you see what I mean? Like, women ruin their own relationships and then blame guys. It's this thing where a guy is asked every time, why didn't you text me? Why didn't you call me? That is annoying as fuck to us. For some reason, the way our brains work, there's something in our brains that comes with a vague accusation that I don't even think you girls know you're making, which is the frustrating part. And we're like, I ain't starting a fucking conversation that way.
I feel like I end up in class every time I'm here with you.
Good. Men are creatures of comfort. That is a very simple thing. We want to be comfortable. And the minute we're made uncomfortable, we're going to fight you to get back to comfort. That's all we're trying to do. It's like, hey, there's a comfortable spot over here. There's no reasonable reason why I should be stopped from reaching that comfortable place. If something jumps in the middle of those two things and goes, blah, 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 we're going to hit it with a shotgun butt, psychologically, until it lets us get to the place we're comfortable. So you gals do it to each other, and you see it and you notice it.
I absolutely quit being friends with somebody once because I wouldn't have much bad to say about somebody, but they end up lying and making me feel like I got problems.
I know that you girls are insecure by nature. We all have our thing. Men are overly aggressive. Men are too insecure. Try to make damn sure that you don't throw that shit on everyone who's important to you. And women also have this thing where they're like, well, I'll hide a lot of that shit from other people, and then I can kind of let it loose on my relationship person. That's his recipe for getting buried in your own fucking backyard. Are you out of your goddamn mind? Abuse strangers. Abuse people that don't mean that much. I don't know where
any of this stuff is coming from for you, but
women,
I'm sorry.
I know you people. There have been times I've gotten the question from you before, like, innocent enough, but it's still, you didn't text me. I don't give a fuck.
Usually, in fairness, it's if I asked you something.
But, like, who cares if I didn't text you? Ask me when you get home then.
And it's usually when I'm at the grocery store.
Well, my phone wasn't near me, so I can't answer.
Don't think I make a big deal of anything like that.
I'm not saying you make a big deal of it. I'm saying these are nevers. Never, ever, 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 ever. Because, like, as soon as someone sees or hears you didn't text me back, the immediate inclination in a man is to go, oh, now I'm going to triple not text back. Because that behavior will not continue.
That That almost sounds like a weird sense of paranoia, though, because I don't think I would ever accuse you of cheating on me.
It's not even about
You
cheating.
know what I mean?
It's not, but women go there. They go to,
But that's
it's
what
cheating.
you're making it sound
No.
like.
It's just an assumption of anything. We want to deal in reality. We want to deal in the physical things that are going on around us. So when you introduce some kind of out there in the ether idea of why, when there is no why, it's obnoxious. Don't ask questions that we can't answer, because that's frustrating. Like, why didn't you text me back? There doesn't need to be a reason. It was, like I said, it was over there. I was over here. Like, if a woman does, like, okay, in your example, but if you don't call me or if you don't text me, you know what I do in my head? I go, must be busy.
Right.
That's it. That's all it is. It's busy. And also, don't ask guys that question, because like Balls Deep just said, it's not like he's going to text you back and go fucking someone else right now who dis. Like, we're not going to give you the answer of, oh, I'm cheating on you.
I don't think I would ever expect that answer.
But that's what I mean, like women who are like, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? It's like, what do you think he's going to do? Answer, oh, sorry, I was just balls deep in the neighbor.
Yeah, I mean, usually when I have a question, it's, I'm trying to figure out something to get at a grocery store. I need your help right now.
All right, I'm looking for disagreements is what I'm looking for right now. Man named Truth says, I've never felt the need to check my girlfriend's phone. That's another big difference between men and women. Men will always, and this is just universal. This is just, women are built different than men. Men go, I see people's phones as their private shit. I ain't going to look at it. I'm not interested. I think it's dirty. I think it's gross. I don't want people looking at my phone. I don't want to look at other people's phone. Men have this thing with privacy where again, it's that meme of what is he thinking? And the thing we're thinking is completely innocuous. Everything on here, completely innocuous. Not a big deal, but it's like, fuck you for getting in my business. What are you doing? Like, I don't do that to you. Like, so when women will take that as, well, then what are you hiding? It's like, you're crazy. It's not about hiding. It's about, hey, that's your thing. That's my thing. I don't go and just root around in people's shit. You know, I don't go through your tampons, basically, is what it is. It's just like, hey, I ain't got no business in there. I ain't looking for anything in there. I ain't going through there.
Right.
Is essentially
that's common sense for most people, I would say.
Let's go to I've never the phone one is interesting. I didn't even bring up the phone one. Akuter Matova says, I agree 100, Aaron, but April looks like she's 1 foot out the door. You fucking leave, and I swear to God, I will crush. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm talking about women in general. This is not a personal attack on anyone. This is you as a species of people.
I think that's been understood.
Yes, and men as a species of people. Look, I get it. Men do a lot of shit that annoys the shit out of women. Universally, we do.
I think I accidentally started this too, because all I said jokingly is that the reason some women do this is because they'll watch like a divorce court and they'll see like, see, she was right.
They'll get crazy
and
shit in their head
and then
and
they just stick to that,
throw
and
it
they
on the
forget
rest
to
of the
think
world.
about every other time where, no, it's a completely innocent situation.
I think men understand the concept of, in order to develop relationships with people, whether it's friends, whatever, there needs to be benefit of the doubt installed. And women don't put a lot of value on benefit of the doubt. Women put a lot of value in knowing everything that's going on. They put a lot of value in, I can't have a blind spot anywhere. Whereas men go, hey, he's probably busy. Like, there will be a lot of things men and women will talk about where a woman will go, yeah, and at work today, this woman, she didn't even do this. And a guy will be like, yeah, she's probably having a bad day. And a woman will be like, are you sure? She might be mad at me because she might think the thing I did the other day was this thing. And men will be like, no, she probably just like, she's fucking late on her credit card bill. She probably just didn't want to talk to you today. It's not a big deal. Jessica says, but can I say why us women ask stupid questions like, why didn't you message me, or why didn't you call, etc.? It's because we worry for no reason, which I know is pathetic. That's my whole point. Like, you worry when things are good. Like, you worry when there's no reason to worry, and then you put that worry in your head. We talked about this yesterday.
Well, then you put it on the other person.
Well,
too.
and you and I talked about this on an evening show. You think things into reality in your head, and then you put them out into the real world as if they exist.
You believe
and then
it.
you live that reality, and then you accuse us of gaslighting when we put that out. It's like, that there are so many men out there who just you've seen them before in their marriages and their relationships. They just give up.
Yep.
They don't want to fight this fight anymore. So they're like, you know what? I'm going to tap out. Dude, I don't care if April leaves me in a huff one day or if every relationship I ever had or have in my life ends in a woman going, fuck you, you're an asshole. I'm never going to give up the fight of being happy. And I don't want the other person to give up the fight of being happy. And if that means we have to yell at each other once in a while, I am completely fine with that because I'm never going to just tap out and go, well, I guess that's my life now. Because then you're going to die a spectator. And to me, that's the worst thing you can do with the one life you got is die a spectator. April, your thoughts?
I agree.
Shut up! No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck
I'm drinking.
me.
You go ahead. I need to drink.
I was going to say I completely agree. That's why I've left several serious relationships before. I wasn't happy anymore.
Don't agree with me just because that sword's hanging above your head.
I've been there.
I don't like that. Aaron, can you hold a seminar for our wives? Dude, they're going to hate me. They're not going to listen to me. Jessica says, Aaron has been right about everything he said so far.
See, some of them might agree with you.
This last 15 relationships is where he's getting this rant from. Yes, like I said, I've been studying you people for years. See, you women think like women. I watch you guys and see how you think so I can operate in the world.
You learn how to think like your enemy as well.
Yes, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. That's why the black guy in the audience today was like, Aaron knows a lot about black people. I'm just kidding. That's not what it is. Dinosaur Fuel says, should be like the olden days where they make us a sandwich and shut the fuck up. No. I get a little bit of a boner when April yells a little bit and we fight. I just don't want the crying afterwards. Stay in that spot.
You are weird like that.
Be a fucking man. And then but sometimes I get confused when we fight and I turn April around and I cornhole her because I forget she's not a dude.
You have said too before many times on here, like once you stop feeling the need to like actually yell at somebody and fix something, it's over.
Yeah. So. Sergeant Slaughter says, April, do you need help hauling you know who to a therapist?
He doesn't believe in them.
Dougie Doug says, are you two low-key arguing? No, these fights have been had already. These fights are done. We don't have these fights. This is why I can yell at you guys about these fights, because I don't need to yell at her about these fights.
I do wonder sometimes if they think you're projecting about your life currently, and no.
How many times have you asked me why I didn't text you back, and you just saw my neck go like this, and you went, you know what, never mind.
Yes, and then I go cook like a good woman.
I'm like, hey, you didn't text me back about the thing. I'll fucking text you back. When I fucking text you back. That's about right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's maybe, you know what it is? It's dramatized for television.
It is. It's dramatized.
It's about right. Jessica writes, yes, Aaron, hold an information seminar. Your information you're teaching us, in my opinion, is honestly very much needed. Women need to hear this. I'll tell you why. And people are like, Aaron, you're being so hard on women, so passive towards men. Anything women could tell me about men, I'd probably tell you absolutely. But you know who else would tell you absolutely? The man you're with. The difference between men and women is men a lot of times when you're open with them and tell them what they do and what they are, they'll go, yeah, probably. Women, you'll tell them what they do and what they are. Well, the reason that is because this and because that and because this and this and that. It's like, shut the fuck up. I'm just telling you what you are. Accept it and either change or learn how we can evolve together through this. Men, if you tell us you're this, we're like, yeah, it's about right. Men are much more love it or leave it. It's a very simple thing. And women are much more, everything has to be fixed. It's like, no, maybe this thing we aren't as good at as we are at this thing. So let's not do as much of this thing and let's do a whole lot of this thing. That's why hand jobs
Very
all over
simple.
the Imholt house. No, I'm just kidding. Careful, Aaron. She's not like the other women. She's different. She listens better. I'm just kidding.
That was a very sarcastic comment.
Aaron is a wife beater. Tell him I'm not a wife beater. See, she didn't even flinch. That means I don't hit her. I love steel-toe domestic violence Fridays. Dude, you guys have no idea how good this feels to do this. Oh,
You do like taking that for a while.
I'm the happiest guy in the world when these things are done. Oh, am I just on cloud nine? Guys, I'm doing this for a living right now. I'm shouting. I've literally never looked through my wife's phone. She never looks at mine either. You have a perfect relationship then.
That's fine. That should be how
But
most people operate.
Here's a good test. Here's one where I'll say, you know what? I'm going to throw women a bone here.
Okay.
Here's one where women are allowed to go, what the fuck? What's the deal? If he's never gone, like if he's never been busy and gone, here, could you read that to me or tell me what that is or whatever? If he won't do that, that's a little odd.
Yeah,
like, here's something here.
But you're also not going to sit there and dig through a phone.
Watch. I'm going to show you an example of using each other's phone. I'm going to show you a no and a yes. This is fun. This is like a seminar. Ready? April, reach for my phone and go, I'm going to look something up.
I'm going to look
Get
something
the fuck
up.
Out of, you don't just grab my phone.
Oh, well.
But here's something you can do. Ready? Hey, I'm a little busy. Could you go look this up? Google this for me.
Ooh, yes, here we go.
Now watch this. Look at how rude this is. You're sitting there. You got something on your phone over there, right? What if I went, hey, I got to look up a thing and I got to. You see that, women? You got to stand up for yourself. Don't just let them take that and go, because you guys are all worried.
Oh,
well,
I'm getting confused.
I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to hide, so I should let him take my phone. Don't let him just grab your shit like that.
So
go,
I actually screwed up. I was supposed to yell at you.
Yeah,
there.
you were supposed to go, hey, don't just fucking grab my phone.
Don't grab my phone.
But also, if I go, hey, I need to make a call quick. Can I see that?
No.
Hand the phone over. Let him make a fucking call. Guys,
it's
gals.
actually you on my phone. Look how cute you are.
Yeah, I am adorable. Very talented, too.
You get a nice glow when you yell.
Awaked One. This is very funny. Awaked One says, can you define women? I'm sorry, sir. I'm not a biologist. Oh, want to see my pecker? Well, if you're doing... yeah, Skeezy's right. Well, if you're not doing anything wrong, why can't I look? You know how I know you're a woman who's never going to have a successful relationship? That's your fucking attitude. Because that's an entitled fucking attitude.
There should still be some level of like a privacy, and I feel like trust and privacy should go hand in hand there, right?
That's just it. It's like, if there's nothing wrong, why can't I look? It's like that kind of attitude is such an... It's such a... What's the word I'm looking for? Entitled attitude. Like, why don't you just admit you want to go through my phone? Don't try to gaslight me and throw it back on me and go, if you're not hiding anything, why can't I look? Because it's mine and I want to have autonomy over my things.
I think we should all very much operate on if he or she has not given you a reason to not trust them, then you should probably just trust them.
Yeah.
You're making your life worse otherwise.
And look, there's embarrassing things on here that I'd most likely not want other people to see. We've been together for over 2 years now. There might be stuff from over 2 years ago I'd rather she didn't stumble upon. I just don't. I'd rather not.
Same here.
Right? Everybody has stuff on their phone. So, like, women are going to end up hurt if they do this thing where, like, why can't I look at your phone? Is there stuff you don't want me to see? Yes, of course. There's all kinds of shit I don't want
Yeah,
you
but then
to
the
see.
problem... I feel the same way. There's probably shit on there that I haven't had time to delete off my phone from prior to you. And I would be embarrassed for you to see that. And I don't want you to see that. But then people also put on top of that on the other side of, oh, well, that means it must still mean something to them.
I would rather not see
I mean?
somebody's dick on April's phone from 4 years ago.
In all fairness, I've deleted all dick pics.
I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go look because I don't want to see somebody else's dick or a naked picture of her from 4 years ago that she probably sent off to somebody else. I'm good, thanks.
Whoa.
I'm okay.
That's what you jump to, huh?
What I'm saying is you should respect that everybody has something on their phone they'd rather other people
What I was trying to say when you brought that up, like, oh, I've probably got some things on there that I don't want her to see because, it wasn't about her or something. And but the other person then thinks, oh, well, that means he still cares about that thing.
See, now,
you know what I mean?
And this is where, as a guy, I tell women, that's where we have to learn the difference between we have a problem and you have a problem.
Right.
If that's the way you take it, then fuck off until you figure that shit out.
Those things don't mean anything once you've moved on. So
men are badass. We even beat women at the 2022 Woman of the Year Award. That's very true, Stonewall Jackson. We did.
They're beating us in swimming. They're really just better at everything.
Crushed that shit. Chip Chipperson, fuck yeah, says one of the funniest things I have ever seen is a friend of mine's ex-hale lady, I think he means ex-lady.
Ex-lady.
Started raging on him, and he just looked at it and said, now I remember why I cheated on you. I mean, evil, but also funny.
You've been there, right?
That's fucking brutal.
Yikes.
Well, I've been there before. Oh, God, yeah, all the time.
All the time.
I don't think I've regretted one cheat. I don't think I've ever regretted a cheat. I mean,
if you're going to do it, you probably should be all in, right?
I've cheated like on 2 relationships, and I've always done it because I wanted out. I've always done it because I was done.
That's the reason, I guess.
I cheated for the right reasons, you know? It was, I'm a coward who doesn't know how to have difficult conversations. I mean, now I do. Unfortunately, April has to live with the more refined and learned version of me that knows how to do.
And you see, I've obviously known all that stuff about you, and I'm glad that I'm more in the spot where I'm glad you've done those things so I can get the refined version.
Ticking Time Bag says, plenty of men are evil, complex creatures, Jessica. This isn't actual relationship advice. Oh, God. There are men out there who are total sociopaths who will kill you and cut your throat. I'm trying to teach you to watch them and not be in your head so much so you can see these things. The whole advice I'm giving women is live in the real world. Quit creating your own worlds and then projecting it onto the real world. That's what I'm trying to tell you to do. Be more observant. Watch, look, learn, but don't assume so much. You know? Here's what happens to men a lot. This happens to men a lot, and it doesn't happen to women as much because women are too paranoid. Paranoia is like conspiracy theories. You're right 1 out of 100 times.
Right, but you cling to that one time.
You cling to the one time you were right.
Yeah.
This will happen to men. They'll get burned by somebody, and they'll go, you know what? Fuck. You know what? I had an idea. But I gave him the benefit of the doubt. You know, I kind of thought that there was some weird shit going on. Learn that for next time. Women won't even get to that point a lot of times because they'll think, this, that, and they won't even go into a thing. Like they'll just convince themselves before anything could even be good or bad. But then they'll avoid that one time that guys had. Meanwhile, guys will go on to have all kinds of different opportunities because they didn't walk into it with 18,000 different preconceived notions.
Sure.
You worry too much is what we're trying to say. Akuter Matova says, if you continue to look for problems, you will at some point find them. Yes. I know Raz said also that women drive men to cheat. I mean, that's kind of an excuse guys use. Look, I don't think it's women.
Is it untrue, though, based on what you just said?
No. You
still did it for a reason.
Because what
was the reason you got?
Because I couldn't have a conversation. Like, that's still shitty behavior.
Right, you could have just said, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore.
Let's figure out. But you know what your thinking is at the time? This will piss them off so bad that they won't even ask for me to stay. I mean, I'll be very honest about my attitude towards cheating. It's really uncomfortable to break up with someone and have them go, how can we make it work? Why do we? No, this wasn't a negotiation, bitch.
This is over.
I'm done. But if you fuck her best friend or, whatever, then they'll be like, oh, I want out too. And you're like, ooh. But then the other girl you're fucking is like, okay, now we can do a thing. It's like, oh, no, you had like a part to play in this.
Right. You were used.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I was using you, and I thought you knew that I was
what the deal was.
using you. Oh, no. And fuck. Yeah.
Now you got to cheat on that one to get out of that one.
I know I've been hammering women a bunch, but believe me, I got plenty to say about guys as well.
Wow.
A-Holes United says it's not so bad that they ask, but when they just don't accept the answer they were given. How many times have I told you, one thing I hate about women is that I have to repeat my answers 3 times?
Yeah, I suppose
like
if
that.
if you're gonna ask the question, you should, I guess, accept whatever answer you got and don't look for anything else.
Right, because the answer I'm telling you, here's the other thing. Women think they can sniff out lies. You're terrible at it. Women think that the answer they get, if they ask 2 more times, they'll get the lie, as if we're going to tell you the lie anyway. They're like, oh, if I ask him again, I'll get a different answer. No, he's giving you the answer he's willing to give you right now. Whether it's true or not, hopefully you got a good guy and he tells the truth, okay? But he's giving you the answer. See, you know what women need to do? Back off the controls a little bit and accept that there's some things you can't control and that you just got to take what you're given. Life is a courtroom. You need your evidence.
Well, that also goes back to if he hasn't given you a reason to not trust him, stop acting like you can't trust him.
Exactly.
I'm sitting here hearing all your shit about this is how you get out of a situation. You just cheat and stuff, and I would never assume you're cheating on me.
Right. So here's one April and I have learned, right? This is a very simple one. Food. So
food.
The fucking thing between men and women with food, I don't get it. But we can't figure it out. So when April goes, what do you want? And I go, I don't really mind. Just pick one. That she'll freak out. She'll just be like, yeah. So now I've learned what I do is I go, well, either this or this. And you pick. And that works. Give them 2 choices.
I love that option.
And nothing else.
I love it when you give me.
Right.
There's too many options out there.
She's done it to me before, and I've seen her face when she's disappointed in the choice I made.
Well, that's how you know.
Fuck it, don't
That's
give me
how
2
you know.
choices.
It's like having 2 things behind your back, and you're picking one, and when you pick the one, you get a reaction. Now you know you wanted the other one.
Like when April says we can have this or this, and I go, okay, then I want this. And you can tell she wanted the other one. Yeah. She'll yell at me if I try to change it. She'll be like, no, don't change it just because I wanted the other one. And then I go, good, fuck it then. We're having the thing I wanted.
I just don't want to be in a relationship where the other person feels like they have to either of us, where they have to feel like they have to change whatever opinion they had just because the other person's got the other one.
Sucks to Suck says, I don't let my girlfriend go in my phone because she'll lose her shit about all the other women she doesn't know she shares me with. Attaboy. Jessica says, so women just need to accept it when they're wrong and not make up excuses as to why they're not in the wrong. You just have to do the same thing good guys do. Like there's shitty guys out there who will not admit they're wrong. There's plenty of them. In fact, I would say if you want me to start making a list of cons of men, it's inability to admit fault is one of the big ones. You got to find one. Honestly, I know you guys are all looking for the great guy in his 20s or whatever. He doesn't exist. You got to find one who's been broken, beaten, scarred, and damaged. Men are the opposite of women. If you got a woman, you want one that's still got a little pluckiness and hope and optimism left in them, but they're grounded by reality and experience. Men, you want one who's been kicked and punched and scraped and scarred and cut because he knows now, okay, don't do that again.
Okay, so clearly I've found the one.
Guys don't touch the hot stove twice. In fact, if
That's
anything...
true. I've seen you react to some things.
They'll scream at the fucking
yeah.
toaster or the burner before they'll touch it. They'll go, fuck you, you fucking burner, you piece of shit. I'm not touching you ever again. They're like, I'm not asking you to touch me. Oh, okay, good, because I've touched it before and it hurts a lot. The burner in this situation is the woman. The new burner that doesn't deserve to be yelled at, but the man needs to yell at the burner to let the burner know it won't be touched.
And sometimes that burner needs to reassure the damaged person that I'm not burning you.
The burner goes,
this is not that.
The burner goes, I'm simply here to keep you warm and cook your food.
Yes.
You're safe now. Yeah. You're like, okay, good. Men are rescue dogs. You just need to assure them they won't be beaten again. Don't get a new puppy. I know you girls, especially when you get into your 30s, you want somebody in their mid to late 20s. That is a new puppy. He'll shit all over your carpet. Don't do it. Grab yourself a 35, 36-year-old. First of all, we age slower than you do. We look better longer. So we're going to hold our value pretty well. Men are, we're SUVs. You know, women are sports cars. So we're going to hold our value. And you just got to get the ones that know what they don't want.
Well, then I've hit the jackpot. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I feel reassured in our relationship.
Grinch Girl says, because I have conversations with my friends you don't need to know about, respect their privacy, stay away from the phone. Exactly.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
All right. Not me. I destroy my phone weekly like Hillary Clinton, says Bubba's lost everything.
They just straight up burn it and get a new one.
Relax, Aaron. She already knows about your male escort app. I am so far behind. You guys
he
are
has
going
Grindr on his phone.
You guys are going crazy in this chat. I love it. By the way, if you guys want an extra hour of show, we're $45 away from that. But you guys already have the extra half hour today. So cool. Where's the black guy in chat? I love that guy. Don't talk about black people like that. They don't like it when you call them the black guy.
Ice cold geek.
Only I'm allowed to do that. So we're all sending dick pics to April. Yeah.
That's right. Aaron will never check my phone, so he'll never see it.
I'll never see the dick pics. Is that what you want, a phone full of cocks?
No, it's kind of off-putting, actually.
I love that women don't like pictures of dicks.
They're just not attractive.
It's literally just our auntie we throw on the table to see tits. Women are like, I may not want to see a dick, but I feel less like a whore if I have a picture of him. It's like you need some blackmail before you show him your pussy.
I mean, I get the feeling that you don't care about that stuff either. Like, I'll Snapchat you every now and then, you know, the ladies or something. He doesn't even say anything.
Yeah, like yesterday.
He just opens it and just...
Yesterday
whatever.
You sent me one. I looked at it. It was very nice, but I was taking a shit. I'm not going to comment.
maybe I want a shitting Snapchat back.
I thought about, there was a turd yesterday.
Oh, no.
I thought about sending
No.
you. He was good.
Just your pants down's enough for me.
He was good. Sometimes you just want someone you can share that shit with, you know?
Well, I'll do better.
Yeah. I'm scrolling down. Grinch Girl says, I'm loving today's topic. Reminds me why being single is great and why relationships are dumb. I mean, no, they're really good when you don't fuck them up. I worry about women who say, being single is so great. Being alone sucks.
I feel
it's boring.
You know, I've gotten out of relationships before where I'm like, I'm never fucking trying that again. And you find out very quickly that you hate being alone usually.
Grinch Girl, can you do me a favor? At least admit that you're taking some dick on the strange, that you're not just alone. Because that's gay, bro.
You need something.
Yeah. What do you do if your boyfriend lies to you all the time? Get the fuck rid of him. This is another thing, you women. Gals, my advice does not work at all. It's worth shit if you're not willing to be more of a dude about it. If you're not willing to go, fuck it, I'm out. You don't, all you gals, you want to have a big conversation when you're about to leave. I want to sit down and have a talk. Pack your fucking shit and hit the road. If he's living with you, pack his fucking shit and throw it out into the front lawn if you're done. You lying sack of shit. You teach people how to treat you. If the guy lies to you all the time, he's no fucking good. Pack his bags, chuck him out. That's why I cheated back in the day, is because I wanted her to think I was a no good piece of shit, so she'd throw my shit out on the front lawn. Pack for me, you know? Mm-hmm. It's nice, rather than having a conversation. I don't want to talk.
And when you...
And when you throw a guy's shit out in the front lawn, 9 times out of 10, he'll leave.
Or sometimes you just put it in the garage and they never come get it.
April's going to be putting a few things up on Facebook Marketplace in the near future.
What?
No, I don't know. Damn, my boyfriend is fresh as fuck. He's only had 2 girlfriends in the span of 10 years. Yeah, fuck that dude. He's going to fuck that up. It's not his fault either. He's just going to fuck it up. Jessica, someone beats your puppy?
No.
Jesus. Let's continue on here. Chevrolet JB says, so sick of my St. Bernard puppy, 8 months old, 110 pounds. Can't wait to cut his nuts off.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus. Holy
Poor
shit.
guy.
April, check your phone.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fine with just the cats and a cucumber and a condom, says Granny loves getting banned.
Wow.
Very cool, Granny. Oh. Grinch Girl says, I said I'm single, didn't say I'm celibate. Well, there you go. Okay, so just, you know.
Then you're fine.
You gotta
At least your needs are being met.
You gotta take some strange if you're single. You gotta, if you're single, your life is sad if you're fucking staying away from guys or girls or whatever. If you're single and risking AIDS, you're doing okay. Is that what I'm trying to say?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to drive. That's what I'm driving at. Well, April, I caught up with the chat.
Wow.
Finally.
I think you needed to get those demons out.
Oh, that felt good. You guys see this smile on my face? I can't contain it.
You are happy.
I can't contain this smile that I have on my face. It's fantastic.
Oh.
See, everyone thinks of me as an angry guy because I do all this shouting. But look.
No, it's just you've learned some things and you feel righteous about it.
I've done all this shouting and now look at me. I can't wipe the fucking smile off my face.
You've learned. You've got the golden book of opportunities at your fingertips and you want everyone else to learn from it.
See that? I should just have her write it. Write it all
No,
down.
you've written it. I could type it for you.
Oh, all right. He says, Skeezy says, don't worry. Chat will fuck up your good mood in no time. Yeah. Guys, there's the link to the PayPal. It turns out you guys are only $40 away from the extra half hour too. So if you want to do that, go bananas. Thank you very much to Jessica for the $6. Very cool. Very much appreciated. Okay, should we get back to this crazy bitch on 90 Day
now
Fiancé?
that Aaron's TED Talk is over.
This is Tom and Marcy's breakup. So we saw them. Ted doesn't like the long distance.
Nope.
Oh, wait. I suppose we should do the letter first before we do the breakup.
I think so. And it seems like he's thinking that she's a bit overbearing or untrusting of him.
Yeah. So this Tom finds this Darcy really fucking overbearing and obnoxious. And this is how I got on my crazy bitch rant to begin with.
It triggered Aaron.
Yes, it triggered me badly. I do need to do a little catch up here quick, guys, though. BetUS.com. Michaela or somebody, could you put this in the chat? Promo code SteelToe if you want to do your sports betting and all of that stuff. It's BetUS.com. Use the promo code SteelToe. and get your bets in, win some money, MMA, boxing, basketball, football, baseball, hockey, the whole thing, and some political prop bets up there as well. That's betus.com. When you make your deposit, use the promo code SteelToe. You'll get a 125% sign-up bonus, and that goes into your free play money, which turns into cash when you win. All right, that's betus.com. Sartell Family Medicine I already did. Your Home Improvement Company, yourhomeimprovementcompany.com. That's Your Home Improvement Company with our buddy Ryan Petron. RyanPetron7@gmail.com, or call Your Home Improvement Company at 320-292-6897. That's Your Home Improvement Company and our friend Ryan Petron, who's a great American, as Balls Deep says. All right, this is Tom. So the last time we checked up on Tom and Darcy, Darcy was basically telling Tom, you're not a very good long-distance partner. You don't call me enough. Oh, by the way, people wanted that last segment F8'd. Absolutely. Let's go.
That was a pretty good rant.
Let's go 3 hours to 3:45. I think that should be good. We'll start with the 90-day fiance stuff, and then
we'll get through this eventually.
All right. Bubba Lost Everything says, why is the boxing talk down to a minimum now? Because I'm trying to lose 15 pounds to drop to heavyweight, and my fucking left hand is injured right now. It's really obnoxious. I've been running more, but I can't hit anything.
Wow. Are you kidding me right now?
Stacy.
Ew.
He
God,
is always
creepy.
He's always like he's a villain in a Marvel movie. Like
It's like Christian Bale's Batman voice. Hi, Stacy.
Hi, Stacy. I came here to say that I'm sorry. I got to watch that Hi, Stacy again. God, he is a fucking creep. Oh, that's Stacy, Darcy's twin sister.
Oh.
Oh, no. There's two of these bitches?
Wait, they're twins, too.
Perfect. I think he's further to a complete dumpster fire than he is perfect.
I mean, he's got a good closet, but somebody else would wear it better.
Yeah, it just wish he'd come out of it, you know?
That, too.